Is that like the first thing you do when you're paralyzed as a male? You're just like, start slapping it around?
Some of the most common misconceptions, I think, around sex is that we don't have it.
In general, I think the public concept or idea around it is just we are asexual, which is far from truth.
Yeah, a lot of people can and a lot of people can't. Don't make assumptions.
One of my friends, she's also a para. She had sex with another guy who was paralyzed, right? And I'm like, ow! And she goes, it's like two dead fish.
Brittany, you're the professional here. You just released a sex education video. You sure you don't have something to share on this topic?
It's Brittany here with another video to help you guys live a happy, healthy, awesome life in a wheelchair. And today I have something real special for you guys. Joe's back on the channel. Okay, so cowgirl. I definitely think that some of the stigmas people have around disability and intimacy is that people with disabilities don't have sex, or that they aren't intimate, or that they can't orgasm, they can't have babies. I've had a number of people ask me if my kids were mine, but I think ultimately a lot of people think that people in wheelchairs or with disabilities don't have sex the same way that other people do.
I think the biggest misconception is that it doesn't work.
The first question that girls always get asked from guys is like, can you feel sex?
Yeah.
And for guys, it's usually, does it still work?
Yeah.
Even able-bodied people have like performance anxiety, right? Like everyone's like, am I gonna be able to do this? Like a lot of people, when they ask you, they're like, oh, does it work? What are you gonna do?
Even if it doesn't work, like there's other ways to be intimate, right?
Yeah.
Sex as a wheelchair user is still amazing. Sex as a wheelchair user has made me a more intimate lover. It's made me a more caring lover, and it's made my sex life better in a lot of ways.
Most girls, honestly, they'll come and they'll be like, well, how do you have sex? And I'm like, do you want me to explain biology 30 to you again? Like, there's a penis and there's a vagina.
Or you won't go there.
That too. Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and the thing is everybody's so different, right? So my sphincters don't work, man, so whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. And everybody's bodies make these noises. Everybody's bodies function like this. So trying to just release that shame.
And the key is don't have too many expectations. It's more about what works for you and works for him.
Yeah.
I think having some sort of like playful nature too, like where you're not, like something doesn't ruin the mood. If you're like, oh, that totally didn't work, trying to get into position and you're like, nope.
Like if I was in the beginning of my injury, I think we'd have a different conversation right now, right?
Yeah.
But because I'm like 11 years into it, I feel like I'm really comfortable in who I am. Yeah. And I've had those embarrassing moments where I was making out that guy, my leg spasmed and my leg went like in and out of his blinds.
Wow.
And I was just like, how did this happen?
You're like, I'm sorry that I bent your blind. I think having conversations among people with disabilities to make it more comfortable to talk about intimacy is important. And then I also think it's important to have conversations with people that don't have disabilities so that it normalizes what intimacy looks like.